So here's where I actually store my fireworks year round as I slowly get them. We got my old school 50 shot rack out of Excalibur tubes. We got 2 of the 28 shot racks. We actually have another one right over there. So we have 3 of them, and then I still got one at the house for a couple more shell demos I'm doing before the 4th this year. We have my 2 rocket racks here. So 24 rockets is what can be held in there. As you can tell, all the carbon has been used before. We have a case of the neon tracer. I ran out of time, don't know if I can build a giant Roman candle rack, because those are the big Roman candles, like 100 something shots. There's 15 in there. Let's see, 15-1. But that's the why, so I think we're just going to keep that out of the show this year, because I got way too much. So it's pretty bizarre to see these entire pallets completely empty, except for just the tubes. But when we roll out here, you'll find out why it's empty. So here is all the cases that I have this year. I think we're pushing 45, maybe 50. I'm just going to get a look at them before I open them all up. Obviously, you got a lot of cool brands in there. You guys might know a lot of these, especially these on the end. But I think it's time to begin opening these. It's a great cake. And see what they look like. What is up, Pyros? Today, we are 5 days away from 4th of July. Figured I'd get everything out that I own in my stash. As I'm going to start poking and pre-prepping for my July 3rd show this year that I'm going to be doing. Now, as you can tell, you don't even get to see half of it. Don't have a big enough garage to actually display all of this in one shot. But let's go ahead and run through it and see what additions I got, as well as fireworks that I've had previously. But Pyros, I think we're topping out about $5,000 this year wholesale. So biggest show that I've ever done by far. And I'm really excited because a lot of my July 3rd show, I would say probably 80% of it, is going to be nothing but mass launch of one particular cake. And then we move on to another one. So a lot of mass launches, a lot of product going up in the air. Probably about 80% of what you see in this stash that I'm about to show you is going to be shot all in one day across 2 demos. We're going to have a daytime demo about 7:30, and then we'll have the nighttime demo about 10:30. But Pyros, let's go ahead and get into it. So we'll start big with the heavy hitters. We'll move over here. First, we got the 76 Pro Line fan slice assortment. So you get 8 different slices. These are called the Bombards. So here's an example. 7 shots. They're 30 millimeter each shot. So basically, they have a mine effect with a break. So I'm really excited to get an assortment of that, because I'll probably on the 3rd, when no one's not suspecting it, I might throw up just 1 or 2 of these in a row to kind of surprise the crowds. Next, below that, we have the 76 Pro Line Colored Flame. I have probably about half of that case left to see a whole assortment. So you had 25 flames that I got last year. So I might add that to my show this year. Still, obviously, scripting it. I mean, 5 days away. Obviously, got to make changes last minute. Next, we have the 2 cases of Technicolor. So this is by far my favorite zipper case in the consumer world. It's 250 shots. And if you guys get this wholesale, or if you come across it wholesale, I'd recommend it, because you get 2 in a case. There's not many great zippers out there that are that big that you get 2 1. So I'd highly recommend checking out Power Source Technicolor if you guys come across it.
Oh, here we go. I love these. Wow. Woo, that's a pretty AR-15. That's a pretty AR-15.
Right? How do I get that attachment?
Down there, you guys might remember that from last year. It's a 360 shot. There's no reason to open it up, because you guys know what that does. It's a 1-1, so just use your imagination. We have the firecrackers. We have 16,000 firecrackers by Sky Bacon Fireworks, called the Thunder Bombs. So I got the 16,000. I didn't bring down the 4,000 roll case that I'm going to use as well in my daytime demo. So stay tuned for the daytime shoot to see all those go off. Probably use that in a head bomb. In about 20 seconds, we'll try to shoot all 16,000 firecrackers at once. Down here, I actually have my case. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's 41 of the Color Pearl 96 shot by Shogun. So just imagine 40 of these. I'm going to quick fuse them all together in kind of like a row. So hopefully be a nice effect with all those going off at once. I got the Excalibur shells. Got a case of those this year. Haven't even broken open yet to see what kind of shells they are. I don't know if they have the plastic tops or not, but always can't go wrong with the case of Excaliburs. Down here, we got another zipper. It's called Bombing Room by AFW. So it's a very nice 1-1 cake by AFW Fireworks. We'll move on. I do have a case of the zombie shells. I think I am gonna probably just do one 28-shot rack of my July 3rd show, since I got so many shells and so few racks for them. Probably just do one 28-shot version. We got the Nishiki Blast. Still got a case of those from Raccoon. I shot one pack off. Probably shoot one more off before I make a demo of it. But probably do a 28-shot barrage. And I think the Nishikis are actually going to be the last thing that I shoot on July 3rd. That's kind of a slow end to the barrage that everyone's going to see that's coming out. We have the case of the 5-inch canister shells. I believe these are from Raccoon Fireworks as well. Yep, these are the canister shells. Now look at all those different effects. I mean, we have multitude different effects. Still got one of them at the house that I need to demo off, so that's why you only see 3 out of the 4. Down here, cats in the cupboard. If you guys have ever seen this by Shogun, I know a lot of the demos, actually every demo that I've seen of it, is about 5-6 years old, out of focus, really distorted. A lot of you pyros asked me to get a great demo of this year. I plan on being far enough away so I can see the spread, see the launch, and also get it within a good quality frame. So hopefully when I do the demo of that and the 2 on my 4th of July show will actually work pretty well. At least that's what I'm hoping. Move on to some more shells. So we have Crackle, 76 Pro Line Supernova cans. These are all crackling. Now, I kind of was joking, but you guys can kind of tell these are some very old shells. These are 76 Pro Line when they first rolled out. I mean, this bag is coming apart. This case was so old, so hopefully the performance doesn't lack since they're so old. I want to try to see the manufacturing date to see how old these are, but I mean, these are vintage. These are before you see the Supernova cans nowadays that 76 Pro Line has, or 76 Fireworks, shall I say. Next, we'll move into some leftovers from last year. So we have the 76 Pro Line Red, White, and Blue Go-Getters. Got one of those. We got the hashtag Boom by Sky Bacon Fireworks. Shout out to Pyro Chris, as he's the one that kind of showed these off first. And really love these hashtag Booms. For the price of the case from Sky Bacon Fireworks for $76. They have great effects. They hit hard. They have great colors. I'd highly recommend checking that one out if you guys haven't already. Below that, we have a case of Sexy Rider by World Class. You guys might have seen that one before, but I plan on probably shooting 2 or 3 of those somewhere in my show all at once, so we kind of have a nice barrage. Move on to the Raccoon Fireworks assortment. So these are the 4 500-gram cakes that I got in the case. So we got the huge white strobe, the most glorious, what a blast, and then my favorite image of any cake here is the Iron Wolf, because it's kind of like a metal rustic T-Rex looking. It kind of reminds me of back when I used to go to monster trucks growing up as a kid. They had one of those robot machines. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's actually trying to be sold on Pawn Stars for like $2 million. That's a great depiction of what that thing looked like in person. And we have America's Colors by Sky Bacon, basically red, white, and blue 25-shot hard-hitting cake. You guys know Brothers Pyro Nation. Move on here. We got some Blast from the Past shells. Those are good traditional ball shells. They're not cylinders or canisters. Those are actual ball shells, which are great to have since ball shells are typically going away this year. We have some Doggy Style by Red Ruby. It's a old firework brand. And then below that, we have Taste the Rainbow. You guys might have come across that one. A lot of vibrant colors. I'm really excited to have a case of that this year. So I got 2 at the house, and we got 2 here to shoot. We have a 100-shot Dead Heat. It's a nice hard-hitting 500-gram cake. If you guys have ever seen it before, I would highly recommend picking one of these up. Probably do it towards the end of my show. And I'm probably going to have some Technicolors and a couple other smaller cakes, as I don't want to drown out what that's going to do. Move on to the Sky Bacon Fade to Red 500-gram 25-shot cake. So I'm probably going to do 2 of these since I don't have a good left-right distances where I shoot my 3rd of July show. I'm probably going to have just 2 right in the middle, so that way they're just kind of overlapping in the field. Move on to the Ninja Fountains. So these are a 500-gram fountain. You get 8 in the case. I got 1 at the house so I can demo them off. But these are 2, I'd say 1.5, 2-minute long fountains. Great fountains. They have a nice kind of popcorn ending effect. Got one of the Next Big Thing by Firehawk. Have that left over from last year. We have some Rat-Tat-Tat fountains by Black Cat. I had, I think, 24 in a case that I got last year. I still got like 4 of them left. So we'll probably throw those somewhere in the show. We have American Celebration. I've seen a lot of good videos of this. It's a 20-shot, 500-gram, very fast-paced cake. I believe it shoots 4-shot volleys with like a tourbillon effect up to a break. So I'm really excited because I'll probably do either 3 or 4 of them in a barrage on my 4th of July show. Down here at the bottom, we have the 76 Pro line double time rain Crackle. These are the 40-second versions. Now I know 76 Pro line rolled out like the 20-25 second because these are really long in between each shot. So you definitely get to see the double Crackle before the next shell even launches. So these are probably going to be thrown in my Crackle barrage, but we'll see where they end up as we get closer to the 4th. We got some flash bombs from Sky Bacon, a nice little fountain. Got this last year, had a case of them, got a couple left over. We have the Moonshine by Black Cat. This has a little metal top because it actually spins. I've yet to have any safe spot to actually shoot this. Since it spins, gravel doesn't really work well. I need some, concrete with some safe distances. Next to that, we have Mission Control, as it says right there on the front, by Flash and Fireworks, 4 loadable Girandolas. So I'm really excited to kind of shoot that off. Probably just do a demo of all 4. So look out for that sometime this year. We have Legend Fireworks, 9 Bad Reasons. We got 6 of them in the case. Probably do 4 of them in a barrage on my 4th of July show. We have Thunderbird Flyby by Brothers. It's a nice angled 500-gram, 20-shot cake. If you guys have ever seen that before, it hits hard, spreads wide, and the breaks tend to last a lot longer than I've seen with most 500-gram cakes, so I'm really excited to have one of those still left over. We move up to some angled cakes. So we have Flying Colors. It's a great 200-gram cake, nice 4-shot volley angles. I'm really excited to have 2 of them, probably do 2 right in the middle in their own little section. We have the 350-gram 7-shots versions of Raccoon Fireworks. This is that assortment that I got from Star Spangled Novelties. We have the Day After Roswell, Backyard Celebration, Willow King over here. I guess I didn't show the name of that one. We have Now You See It, and then we have Out With a Bang. Down here we got Firehawk Beast. So we got 3 of those left over after I did the one for the demo. Probably do all 3 of those in their own barrage, 1 left, 1 right, 1 middle. So I'm really excited to see those hard-hitting cakes back. We got Crazy Fruits. It's a 25-shot cake. It's a nice effect. It lasts about 30 seconds. Really recommend. The colors are very vibrant in that cake, so if you ever come across it, definitely pick it up. We have the Boom and Glory. This is what I got from Sky Bacon last year. I think there's 12 of them in the case. Basically, it's a fountain. And the reason why it's angled this way is here in the corners, it kind of shoots out kind of like a gold fallen leaf effect, where it shoots out at an angle on all 4 sides. If you have it on a stand, it creates a nice cascading effect on all 4 sides. So I'd really recommend, if you do come across this fountain, don't leave it on the ground, as it might be a good fire starter. I'd recommend elevating it so you can see the full effect of it. And then next to that, we have the Sport Fishing. This is by Shogun. We got 19 shots. We got 5 of them of the case. I think there was 8 in the case. So we'll probably do 4 of those. Those will probably be leading into my Saturn Missile Barrage this year. Next to that, we have Coiled by Cutting Edge Fireworks. It's a red, white, and blue glitter cake. 16 shots. It fires pretty quick, and these little 200-gram breaks actually hit pretty hard. So I'll probably do either 8 or 10 of them in a barrage. So I'm really excited to have those this year. We have Smoke Dragon. You guys definitely know what that should do. It's a dragon effect smoke all the way up to Crackle breaks. So I have 16 shots. I have a case of that. Can't wait to do that in my opener after my Firecracker barrage. Next to that, we have Wild Factor by Firehawk. Sub one of those left over. I believe this is the Whistling to Crackle effect cake. Probably throw it somewhere in my finale at the end. We got the Zombie Tsunami. It's a nice 49 shot, 500 gram cake. Really recommend it, as the tourbillons or the white glittering effects that are throughout it are really unique and hard to come by. So I'd really, if you ever come across that, don't skip on it. No matter what price you pay, they're always worth it. Next to that, we have some more of the flash mobs. We got Haunted Scarecrow. I believe this is by Firehawk. Yep, Firehawk Fireworks. Had a case of my 200 grammers last year. These are the ones I got. Only have 2 left out of that 16 that I had. So probably shoot those somewhere in the show. We have Sucker Punch by Cutting Edge Fireworks. We got 6 of them in a case. So I'll probably do 4 or 3 of them in a barrage style on the 4th. As you guys might have noticed, a lot of this is going up in barrages because I want to see not sky puke, but I would love to see mass launches of all these fireworks. So definitely prepared. If you guys watch my 4th of July show, since I'm shooting on the 3rd, I hope to have it out to you guys on July 4th, but since I'm shooting a professional show on July 4th, I don't know if I will get it out in time, because that means on the 3rd, after I shoot my show and clean up, I got to go home and edit this video for the 4th of July show, and then get some sleep before I go work a professional show. So I would love to get it out on the 4th. Definitely recommend, if you do see it, check it out. Next to that, we have Off the Deep End by Shogun Fireworks. We got 3 of them. You guys might have seen the demo of this recently. It's a nice pace. It has angles and straight up shots, so I'm really excited to see probably 2 or 3 of them go off at the same time. Next, we have Jungle Style by Shogun Fireworks. It's a 38 shot cake. It's a nice zipper style angle cake. Really like it. Glad I still got one left over. Next to that, we have Dominator Pro Fireworks. This is Instant Crackle. I believe this is a 15 or 16 second cake. So we got 25 shot crackling finale box. Probably do 3 of them in my Crackle barrage that I'm doing towards the end of my finale. Probably keep 1 for a demo, as I definitely got to see how it looks like and see where I want to place it for my show. Next to that, we have Inferno Punch by World Class Fireworks. You got 6 in a case. These are kind of like Extreme Machines, kind of like Zombie Tsunamis and American Celebration. They have 4 or 5 shots in each volley. So it's a very fast-paced cake, but it's hard-hitting, and I figure 4 of them going off at one time will look pretty darn awesome. Next to that, we have some 200 grams. So we have Truck Yeah by Cutting Edge Fireworks. It's a 16 shot. I believe it's a Crackle mine up to a Crackle break. So they'll probably be thrown into somewhere in the show in my Crackle barrage. If you guys have noticed, I love Crackle and firework effects, and as well as a Saturn missile squeal or the missile effect. For me, growing up, it brings back a lot of good memories, so that's why I tend to have it in my show a lot. Next to that, we have Sky Shooter. You really can't tell what this cake looks like. Let's see. No, not really, but it's actually a zipper. So it's 100 shots, shoots left and right. Imagine this as individual Roman candle tubes, and you get 12 of them in a case. 1,200 shots. So you're looking at 1,200 shots of Roman candles in a zipper style, small zipper style fashion. So I'm really excited for that, because I'm probably using that in 2 different sections in my show. Down here, fan favorite, still one of my favorite 500 gram cakes out there. It's World Class, big time Extreme Machine. 36 shots of just pure Crackle. Now, if you guys have ever seen this before, I would highly recommend picking it up if you're a Crackle fan as myself, as you can't go wrong. The squealing Saturn missile effect, 6 shot volleys, 6 volleys in total. When you buy a case and light all those off, it literally feels your whole yard full of Crackle. And for me, it's a crowd pleaser. I always got to bring it back every next year because it is just one of a kind. You don't see that effect in cakes where they fill the entire sky with just a case, especially with just one pure effect of just Crackle. So I'm really excited to have that again this year. We have Fox Howl by Firehawk Fireworks. This is a 3-stage whistle effect cake. So we got a case of it. Shut a couple of them off. We'll probably do 6 of them leading right before my Saturn missile barrage. Next to that, we have Trailblazer by Shogun Fireworks. We have 16 shots. This is a silent launch or no mine effect up to a crackle and color break. So these are going to look nice if I shoot probably 8 or 10 of them off in a barrage style, because it will be silent when they all launch, and then they'll break and have a nice color and crackle effect in the sky. Next, we have Lunar Flying Fish by AFW Fireworks. So we have 25 shots of just pure fish effects. Probably do 4 of them in my 4th of July show. Really excited to have a true fish cake because I haven't had one in years past. Next to that, we have Infamy by Cutting Edge Fireworks. It's a 16-shot cake. So I think I'll probably do 8 of those in a barrage style. I haven't actually truly seen this one recently, so I believe it's just a color glittering effect cake. So probably 8 or 10 of those in the sky at once would be a nice barrage. I mean, you figure 16 shots, 10 of them at a time, it's 160 shots. I'm really excited to see what that's going to look like. We have Cosmic Willow by AFW Fireworks. I got 5 of them left out of the case of 8 that I got. Probably just do 4 on the 3rd. Probably 2 left, 2 right. Hopefully the rest of these, as you guys may have noticed, these don't have any willow effects whatsoever. At least the 3 that I've shot off, 1 of my first Pyro musical this year and 1 for the demo. So hopefully these other 5 actually have some willow effects. If not, I would definitely recommend changing that name. Down below we have Boomsday Device, 25 shot by Shogun Fireworks. It's a nice hard-hitting cake. Boomsday Device, obviously each shell launches pretty hard, and then the breaks are just phenomenal. Really recommend picking up that cake if you come across it. Next to that, we have my favorite blue effect cake that I found. It's by Pyro Planet Fireworks. Had a case, I had 12 of them. We have what, 9 left between what I got here and what I got at my actual place. Probably do 6 of them to have a nice blue gold. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that cake, but it has blue stars with kind of a gold lace. So I'm really excited to see what a barrage of that's going to look like. You guys may have seen this demo recently. It's USA Smoke. Here's the case. It is 50 and 1. Let's see, is it going to show it? Yep, there it is. 51. So I have a good amount left. Probably do this in my daytime show. I'm going to try to create probably about 4, maybe 8 USA Smokes all going off at once, probably in a row, so that way it looks like kind of, you know, 8 American flags worth of smoke kind of cascading off into the firecrackers or the smoke cakes that I was shooting behind it. Down here we have It's a Boy or It's a Girl by World Class Fireworks. So in a case of these, you actually get 6 of the blue and 6 of the pink. These are great gender reveal items if you guys are in the market for that. The reason why I say that is they're 200-gram cakes, but they fire really quick. So I would definitely recommend getting a couple of them if you're doing for a gender reveal, as they're nice, hard-hitting 200-gram cakes. So I'm really excited to see what 4 blue and then 4 pink will look like on my 4th of July show. And then here, last 4 cases. These are items that just don't stack well, so I got them still in the case. But here's what they are. So we have a case of the Pyro King 300 Saturn missile shot missile barrage. So I'll probably do this entire case or maybe keep one for a demo. So you're looking at 3,600 Saturn missile shots. Next to that, we have my case of the popcorn fountain. You guys might recall this demo a little bit earlier in the year that I got from AFW Fireworks. You have 16 in a case. I've shot a couple. Probably throw that somewhere in my fountain section that I have for my 4th of July that I have planned. Next to that, we have 2 different fountains. So we have That's Crazy by Shogun Fireworks, and then we have Short Circuit by Glorious Fireworks. Still got plenty of That's Crazy, and we have a couple of the Short Circuits from last year. These are nice, just minute-long fountains. They're pretty small, so I wouldn't kind of shoot them on your own. But if you guys do come across them in the store, they're definitely well worth the price. If you can get them for a decent price, I'd recommend picking them up. And then here on the end, these are the rockets that I'm going to be using, and those rocket racks that I showed a little bit earlier. You guys might have seen this. Yeah, problem with these are some vintage. You don't find these anymore. Thrilling moments. Obviously transporting down here, one of the sticks broke. So with a broken stick, and not really being able to resell these, I'll probably just shoot all 4 throughout the night of 4th of July whenever I want to shoot a rocket, because these are, as they say, thrilling moments. They definitely thrill the crowd. Down here we have the rest of my rockets. I believe these are velocities. Nice, definitely nice some rockets here. I think we have 24. Let's see, we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 32, 38 left. So I'll probably shoot 24 of them off in my rocket racks, probably in my daytime demo, so you can actually see them. And as you can tell, here's all the boxes of the product. But Pyros, that is my 2019 stash. So I said in the beginning, this is probably about $5,000 wholesale. Very few items you may see here, except for maybe the Girandolas, that spinner Black Cat fountain over there. And I think that's really it, actually the thrilling moments. But besides that, everything else I bought in a case. So you don't typically get a good assortment when you're buying in cases. But when you buy this much, because like I said, I think I bought like 48, somewhere around 50 cases this year. You have your nice assortment, and you have plenty of fireworks left over when the 4th is over to shoot throughout the rest of the year. Doing all these YouTube demos that I do, I kind of need that. But I doubt I will go over this limit. This is a lot of product. A lot to deal with. This is my biggest show by far that I've ever put together. So I'm really excited to kind of blow out 2019 with a nice 4th of July show. For Pyros, I hope you do enjoy this stash video. I can't wait. It's the 4th is right around the corner. I know you guys are anxious just as much as I am. No matter what day you shoot your show on, I want to see it. I want to see what you guys do, see what you guys put together. Because it doesn't matter how big the stash you have, it's the enjoyment of being around family, being off of work, and being safe with them. Pyros, please be safe this year. If you guys are drinking when shooting fireworks, just know the precautions. We don't want to have no accidents, because a lot of these firework brands will typically be taken away from us if you guys use them incorrectly. So please try to stay safe. I know I'll try to as well. But Pyros, if you got any questions about this stash or about the channel, I would love to hear them as we're getting closer to the 4th. Please comment down in the comment section down below if you got any questions about this or anything to do with fireworks in general, as you guys might now just be buying your fireworks as we're getting closer to the 4th. But I think that's it, Pyros. Well, for now, I hope you Pyros enjoy, and I will see you all with plenty of demos as we get closer to the 4th. Have a great one, Pyros. I'll see you all next time.